Well, thank you for inviting me to share a bit about the work that we have brought to Sebrae and that Sebrae will be bringing out to Brazil. This is extremely powerful methodology. If there was something more powerful and more effective, I think I would be using that. But I am quite a fan of this particular approach. I think the reason for that is because you can apply this methodology at the leadership level, at the team level, at the organization level, and at the system level, all the way up to Brazil as a country. So there are not a lot of methodologies that you can apply at all these for scale, for these different levels of system. The other thing that I am very appreciative about this methodology for is the versatility. Any leader who's experiencing challenges, for instance, challenges around communication or challenges around conflict or culture or change management, there are applications of this model to those unique contexts. So you've got incredible versatility with this approach. So scalability and versatility is a pretty nice combination because of all the diverse applications for leaders and teams and organizations. The other cool thing is that we have developed a methodology to measure at the leader, team, and organization level for all these different contexts that we might have. So let me see if I can find an example. So this would be example of a report that we have for several different types of tensions that show up for leaders and teams and organizations, and they can look at the detail of those reports in order to determine where they are and where they need to go from there. This is actually the process. It's a 5-step process: seeing, mapping, assessing, learning, and leveraging. So we start out with the seeing step, which helps us to appreciate the challenges and opportunities. We map out the tensions. You can see how some groups have mapped out these tensions. They did this for this particular tension. So this would be the mapping step, looking at the dynamic that's at play between this tension. By the way, a lot of the individuals created their own leadership level map. So this would be an example of a map for a leader where they mapped the upsides and downsides and then eventually developed action steps and early warning signs as part of their strategy. They also were able to self-assess their performance for that. So this is an example of more of a team and organizational tension that they mapped out and started to develop their strategies. So the strategy is around the action steps and early warning signs. So first you have to see it, then you map it, then you assess it, then you learn from the assessment, and then you develop your strategy. So as we walk around here, you can see all these different groups were over here doing their own strategy for these different tensions over the course of the last 3 days. And all of this work is work that they're going to be able to bring back to their organizations after the class is over. So, I could take you around and we could look at more things because they're literally all over the room looking at different polarity tensions in the context of their challenges. So they've been working on these processes here for a couple of days. And this afternoon is the last piece of the course where they're going to put it into a comprehensive strategy they're going to bring back to their organizations. So it's a lot of work for 3 days, but it's all work that it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving because they'll be able to take it back to their organizations. And I suspect that if they did a reassessment of these tensions, say in 6 months or 9 months or maybe even less, they would see an improvement in the scores just because they have been able to understand how the tensions work, and they developed a strategy that individuals in the team and the organization can begin to get on board with. So that's probably about as much as you want to know for now. I'm guessing that's a lot, but you can see this, we do these exercises. They're very interactive, where we can experience the tension, get in touch with the tension so that we can develop better approaches to create leverage. And I'll just say one last thing. Leverage is when we're maximizing both the benefits of both of the tensions and minimizing the predictable limitations of each pole in service of some greater purpose, which is the benefit of both upsides that you can achieve for any one of these tensions. So I hope that's piqued your curiosity. Would love to have you come attend one of our classes and help make your leadership and your team and your organization work more effectively and more sustainably over time.